Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to Not Defining. My name is Mark, and today I'm going to be answering that question. Do I need to get with somebody of the same sex in order to know that I'm definitely bi? Or it might be, do I need to get with somebody of the opposite sex to definitely know that I'm straight or whatever? I'm going to be answering this question. Watch this video. Welcome back to Not Defining. This is the place where we talk about gender, sexuality, orientation, identity, so that you can really feel at your best. Welcome to my home. I hope you like it. A lot of people come to me and they say, how can I know that I'm definitely bisexual? Or how can I know that I'm definitely not gay? Or that I'm definitely straight unless I've been with that person? Okay, totally understandable. A lot of us think to ourselves, well, I haven't been with that person or with that gender, and maybe you're in a long-term relationship or something, and you think, well, what if I got with that person, I might enjoy it, that kind of thing. And it's a perfectly valid thing to think. Here's what is happening, okay? We as human beings, we have everything that we need within us, okay? We know what we feel. We know what feels good, okay? Sometimes we don't want to think about what feels good, but okay? You know what feelings, what sensations. All you need to do is really just listen. And we also know what we don't like. And the more we listen to that inner guidance system, the more we're going to feel good, because we're going to respond to what our true selves really, really enjoys. And that's what life is all about. When we start thinking about the question of, am I truly bisexual or truly straight or truly gay or truly this and that, we are operating in what is called the ego state, okay? So we stop thinking about what we actually instinctually like, because we know that, remember, we know it. It's there. We just listen to our bodies, it's there. And we start thinking, okay, well, there's something outside of me. Okay, there's something that I should feel. There's a way that I should be in order to be valid as this thing. Okay, this thing called bi, or this thing called straight, or this thing called gay, or whatever. Or this thing called queer enough. Yeah, which exists outside of ourselves. Yeah? So what we're doing is we are trying to live up to something outside of ourselves. And the problem with this is that we never really feel like we get there, because this thing doesn't really exist. It's just a kind of word that we use to describe generally what is going on in our inner world. Okay, what our inner world is, we know. It's instinctual, we know it. We don't have to explain it. And so that's the first thing to say, is that you know if you like people of the same gender. You know if you like men, you know if you like women. You know who you are inside, you know it. And sometimes we try to live up to these labels and we hold on to them, we cling on to them. Like, I'm straight, I'm straight, I'm definitely straight. And there's an inner voice inside us which is like, well, sometimes you feel good when thinking about someone of the same gender. And it rocks our ego. It's like, oh no, because I have to be this thing. And it's the same with bisexuality. It's like, am I valid as a bisexual person? Oh, because I actually sometimes, feel more of an attraction to the same sex and actually, or I haven't had an attraction to the opposite sex for a while, or maybe I came to it late, so maybe I'm not the same as like a real bisexual person. Doesn't matter. Okay? What is within you, whatever feelings are going on inside of you, they are the feelings that you're supposed to have. If you connect with those feelings, you're going to feel at your best. And you can put whatever label you want on top of it. There are no rules. There is no one person who's sitting there going, yep, you are bisexual, you are straight, you are gay. It doesn't exist. And so then when this question comes up of, well, do I have to have been with someone of the same sex, or do I have to have been with someone of whatever? You can guess what I'm going to say. It's the same concept that we are trying to live up to this fake label, okay? Instead of thinking to ourselves, well, what do I actually feel? What actually makes me feel good? I'm running around up here in the ego state going, oh, well, if only I got with somebody of the same sex, then maybe I would feel something different, and that would mean that I was more valid as this or that. Or maybe if I did that, then I would find out suddenly magically that I'm gay, and my whole life has been a lie. Or I'll find out that I'm straight and my whole life has been a lie. Or I'll suddenly feel bisexual, and I'll feel like all the other bisexual people that have whatever. None of that is going to happen. None of that is going to happen. The only thing that you are doing when you are having this worry is you're trying to pin your validity onto someone else, or onto a label, or onto an experience. And if you do that, you are vulnerable. Because whatever happens in that experience, you're going to attach a meaning to it. So if you have that experience and it's great, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, maybe this means I'm gay and my whole life has been a lie. If you have this experience and it's not great, you're going to be like, oh, well, this means that I'm, X, Y, Z. And you're going to infer this meaning from that experience or that person. Okay? We have a lot of people who are married in opposite sex relationships, and they're like, I really, really, really want to, just once, I just want to have an experience with someone of the same sex, because I just feel like that's going to really validate everything for me. It's not. It's not. You've probably tried to get validation from your spouse your whole life. And, being with them has been like, well, that means I'm straight, so I'm good. Yeah, I'm good as a person. You're doing the exact same thing. You'll be like, oh, now I want to get with someone of the same sex, because then it will answer all these questions and I'm going to feel good and I'm going to feel like validated or whatever. No. Your spouse does not give you validation. This other same-sex person, whoever you want to get with, does not give you validation either. No other person in this world can give you validation. Now, I know it feels safe to depend on other people for validation, right? This is what we do as children. Our parents or caregivers, they look after us. They tell us who we are. They tell us what to do. And it's a very safe state to be in, because we don't have to actually think. We don't actually have to be active agents in our own lives, because we're children. But you're not a child anymore. And people are fallible. People are flawed. And if you try to depend on other human beings, or experiences with other human beings, or labels, which are just a communication tool of human beings, if you try and depend on that for your own validity, you are always going to be searching. You are always going to feel like you're not quite whole. And you're never, ever going to find the answer. So what I want to say to you is this. Please try to put all of that to the side. Put labels to the side, put partners to the side, put experiences to the side. Put it all to the side. Connect with your own inner guidance system. Connect with your own instincts. I know it can be scary. I know it can feel vulnerable. But if you feel feelings, whatever they are, whether it's same-sex feelings, opposite-sex feelings, whether it's feelings of gender nonconformity, whether it's feelings that you might be a gender that you weren't assigned, whatever those feelings are, if you're a man, it might be feelings like you like things that are normally defined as feminine or vice versa. Whatever those feelings are, you know it. Your inner child, your instinctual self, is screaming at you from within. And if you can connect with those things, that is where you're going to get the validity. Because then if somebody comes along and says, oh, well, you're not valid, what's the response? Of course I'm valid, because it's me. It's me. You can't tell me what feelings I'm having, because I'm the only person who knows what feelings I'm having. Do you see? Get in touch with your own feelings. You know what you like. It does not mean that you're gay or you're bi or you're not queer enough or you're not straight or you are gay or you're not gay or you're this or you're that. It doesn't mean that you're not a proper bisexual or you're not a proper non-binary person or you're not. Stop. You are. You are. And once you connect with that part of yourself, I promise you, you are going to feel amazing. You are going to feel that way that you've always wanted to feel. It's not the scary, scary thing that you think it is. Let go. Let go of other people. Let go of who you feel you need to be with, that partner you feel you need to have, that person you feel you need to date, that sexual experience you feel you have to have. Let go. Stop relying on other people. Connect with what is inside and start to realize that when you let go of external validation, you have so much pleasure. You have so much joy. The universe and nature wants you to feel aligned, wants you to feel in sync. It's trying to speak to you. Your inner child is trying to speak to you, but we resist it because we think, I'm not a proper bisexual. I'm not going to be straight. I'm going to betray my husband. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. These are all human, earthly things. Stop putting your faith in that and realize that you, as a whole person, are everything that you should be, and start doing nice things for yourself. When you wake up in the morning, start thinking to yourself, what does my inner child want? What does my instinctual self want? What do I want? Start giving to yourself. Make yourself feel good. Give yourself pleasure today. What can you do to give yourself pleasure today? And once you start doing that, you will become magnetic and you will start attracting just the exact right things that you need. Okay? So you won't have to worry about anything else. All right. So that was a bit of a deep one. Let me know what you think. I'm so happy to share this with you. This has really changed my life and I hope it does for you too. I will be releasing many more videos on this and other topics, so I'm excited to do so, and I'll speak to you again soon. Please hit the subscribe button and share this with someone if you think that they would enjoy it. Have a great day. Bye for now.